Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is Monday, February 28th, 2022, so the last day of February. This was another very productive overall week, mostly thanks to doing another Platinum Dumpster Dive stream on either Friday or Saturday. I will say that's going to be the last one I'm going to do for quite a while because, like, the first two I did like, extremely well in terms of views and stuff, but the most recent two really weren't even close to that level, so I'm going to wait a little while, build up more quick, easy Platinums just in my eventual inventory, and do another one probably like in another month or so. It's going to be a little while, just like I said, the views weren't that high and it costs a lot of money, and I don't really want to have my entire trophy list filled with garbage like that. So, as for trophy progress from this past week, first and foremost, I obtained the Platinum in Ghost of Tsushima. So, now we can actually look at the entire list with no hidden trophies. So you're going to get a bunch of story-related trophies. Everything through here is going to be unmissable and story-related. Then you have to complete all of the side missions, aka the Tales of Tsushima. There's like 61 of these. There are quite a few, and some of them are a little bit tough to get started because they don't really appear on the map that well. Then this one I've talked about a bunch of times before. It just took longer than I thought it would. This one's easiest to get when you use the ghost stance, I found, because they tend to flee more often from that. Maximum amount of enemies is 5. You need the fully upgraded Sakai clan armor to do it. The staggering is pretty much unmissable. The duels, some of them are on the map, some of them are parts of story and side missions, so you're gonna have to do everything to get all of them. This one is very easy. I just don't really remember exactly when I got it. I guess I just pushed someone off a ledge. The ghost stance you don't get till later in the game, but 20 kills with it's pretty easy. This is basically your leveling up trophy. You'll get it by the time you get all the other trophies. This is unmissable. This one's basically unmissable. Fully upgrading your sword takes a little while, takes quite a few materials, but it's not too difficult to do. You should get it definitely before you finish the game. Equipping a charm in all the slots is very easy, as there's only 6 slots and you'll unlock them all fairly early on. Collecting gifts, that's basically unmissable as long as you actually go pick up the gifts. The vanity gear is very easy. You can buy it or you can find it throughout the world, some of both. The lighthouses, there's 10 of those. The Umugi Cove, my bad. That one is a story-related trophy. Then the Shinto shrines, there's like maybe 15 or so of these on Tsushima. The hidden altars are the last trophy I got, so these are the ones that are not actually on the map. You just have to find them and then use the directional pad on them. The Pillar of Honor, you have to find all of those. Those have the extra vanity gear on them, but they appear on the map. The black and white dye merchants, as long as you find them, you can easily purchase something from each of them. This is the Sly Cooper Easter egg. You need very specific items to do it, but it's not terribly difficult. This one, you just need to find enough crickets to unlock that song. You don't need too many. Scene in photo mode is very easy. 20 records is easy. There's like 50 of them. There's like 50 Mongol artifacts. Actually, there's 40 records and 50 artifacts. Then all of the hot springs, haikus, and Ari shrines and bamboo strikes. There are quite a few of them, but it's still not all that difficult to do once you know sort of where they are. Because once you liberate all of the Mongol camps on each island, it'll show the locations of everything else in the game. And then you just have to liberate all occupied areas in the game. So, absolutely love this game. Definitely one of my favorite games I've played in a very long time. It was a blast from start to finish. Absolutely loved it, absolutely recommend it, and I am glad that I waited and played it on PS5 to get to experience the better version of it, even though had I played it back on PS4 back in the day, I could have auto-popped all the trophies instantly on PS5, but it's okay because I got to experience it really for real on here. And of course, I haven't started on any of the DLC yet, but I will do that eventually because obviously with Horizon coming out, I kind of want to focus on that right now. But I'm sure I'll go back and do Iki Island soon enough, and then start working on Legends Mode and New Game Plus. Next up, I actually earned a trophy in Call of Duty Vanguard, because I went back to playing this for a couple of days, but for the most part I've obviously been playing Horizon, so let's see, what trophies did I get? I think I only got one, so there's a couple of story-related trophies left. It's just this one and the Blind Fire one, which will be the last ones I get. Reach level 55 in multiplayer, I'm like maybe 27 or so. I have no idea where I am on an operator or a weapon, but I'm sure I'm not overly close to those, because I think they've nerfed the amount you get from playing the zombies mode, unfortunately, so it takes longer. And then, okay, I got this trophy. I had to join a clan in multiplayer. I finally got around to doing that, but you can just create your own clan to get it. And did I get one of the zombies trophies as well? Maybe that was the only one I got. Yeah, that was the only one I got, so I didn't even get any of the zombies trophies. Dang, so I really only got one trophy in this, so barely worth mentioning, but I did get a trophy in it, so there's that. Next up are the games from the Platinum Dumpster Dive stream. So, what kind of games did we play on that stream? We got like 9, 10, maybe 11 Platinums that night, which was crazy. But, I mean, it was a lot of stacking, and of course, most of the games are not super high in quality. So first off, we have Ball Lab. This, I want to say, was actually a combination Ratalaika and East Asia Soft game, of all things, which is really, really surprising that you saw them work together in some way. So for the Platinum Trophy, you have to die a total of 300 times. I recommend killing yourself about 250 times on the very first level that you can die, which I think is like level 2 or 3. So just kill yourself a bunch of times there because it's much faster. Because as you can see on this version of the game, I got that trophy last, but I got it a lot later than some of the other trophies. So it took me like 7 or 8 minutes to get the platinum, but you can certainly do it faster. Otherwise, you just have to reach level 10, so clear the first 9 levels. Most of the levels are very short and easy. There's like one level that's a little bit trickier, but nothing really to worry about. You're basically platforming by controlling a little ball and jumping between spikes and on platforms. It's easy enough. It was kind of a unique idea, the way that like when you complete a level, it just makes the world that you're in bigger and you like go back and forth, back and forth. It wasn't the worst game I've ever played for sure, but not a particularly good one. Also, the music is very loud and obnoxious in this one, so be warned. The PS5 version is exactly the same, but as you can see, I did this one much faster. This one only took me about 4 minutes, and I still probably could have done it faster than that, but I did it in under 5 minutes, so not a difficult platinum really in the slightest. Next up, the Chick C. This is the same thing as the Pig D and the Sheep P. This is not a game. This can't be even possibly called a game because it's not. All you do is hold the X and R1 buttons for 3 minutes and you get a platinum trophy. Actually, it's less than 3 minutes. It's like 2.5 minutes or something. So that there's no gameplay. This, again, should not qualify as a game. And for the love of God, Sony, just stop letting them put this crap on the store. It's just ridiculous. Because I know that people do criticize me sometimes for playing a lot of these easy games, and I totally understand it, especially given that I criticize the games myself. There's 2 major reasons that I play a lot of these games. One is for the YouTube views, obviously, because I've become known for being a trophy hunting YouTuber. That's sort of my primary thing now, so it's something you have to do for content. And arguably more importantly than that, well, I wouldn't say more importantly, but along with that, if you want to get to a reasonably high level on like the leaderboards, on like PSN profiles, then you have to play a lot of these games because they're the only way to rapidly gain large amounts of trophies out there. Is you just have to play these garbage, quick, easy platinums because it's really the only way to up your numbers quickly. And I will say, at least I don't do like some of the people out there and stack every region, so doing these games like 4, 5, 6 times. I mean, I am only doing North American versions now, so I feel like I have just a little bit of my sanity and my pride left. But PS5 version is identical, just hold the button down, free platinum in under 3 minutes. There's nothing else to say about this game, it doesn't deserve any more of a mention. Please, Sony, just, put some quality control in. I remember when you banned a game for supposedly advertising having an easy platinum trophy, whereas these games literally say just click, indicating that you get your platinum trophy by just clicking. I mean, yeah, that's what some games like My Name is Mayo are, but My Name is Mayo never advertised as an easy platinum and was a much, much higher quality game than most of the quick, easy platinums that are coming out these days. Next up, I did something I haven't done in a long time, and that was playing a breakthrough arcade gaming game, which is Yeah, I haven't done one of these since our church and Halloween a long time ago, and I don't intend to do any more of them anytime soon. But I did do a few that night because I wanted to make sure I had a good number of easy platinums. I probably could have skipped out on the bowling games at least because now I feel like I got to do the whole series, but I don't really want to anytime soon. So these two games are pretty similar. The Pammy version of Bowling Story 3 is harder than the Jane version. So basically, you have to play a round of bowling, which is 3 frames, and get at least 25 points. The most you can get is 30. There's no traditional bowling scoring or anything like that. So you have to knock down 25 out of the 30 pins. This is really not difficult at all if you have just a little bit of patience. So let's see. Well, no, that wasn't where I started. So 8:50 p.m. was the platinum. Otherwise, you just have to finish the story mode, which is just mashing the X button. However, you have to beat level 3 with at least 50 points in a game of bowling, which is a 6-frame game. So you are allowed to miss quite a few pins, but do keep that in mind that that's in level 3. Otherwise, you just have to mash the X to get through the story, get your score in the play bowling, and then play the mode as each of the 2 characters. So this platinum took me about 4 to 5 minutes. Took me under 5 minutes overall. I mean, it wasn't difficult. It was just, it wasn't time consuming either. This one just is slightly more difficult than the Jane version. The Jane version is almost identical in terms of its trophies, with the exception of the level 3 trophy. The level 3 trophy does not require you to score 50 points, so you can just mash the X to get through it faster. 8:51, 8:53, so this one took me under 3 minutes to get the platinum. So yeah, the Jane version is just slightly faster and easier. But again, like, they're just, you know how Breakthrough Arcade Gaming is. They just release, you know, a quick, easy platinum trophy, a stackable one, even though it's not like Crossfire or anything, but stackable between North America and Europe, and they release a new one every single Sunday for 99 cents, which I guess I can say 2 things about Breakthrough Arcade Gaming that I can't say about some of the other developers. For one, they only charge you 99 cents for their games. You're not having to pay, you know, 5 or 10 or even like $15 for an easy platinum game. And along with that, at least they aren't putting as many stacks out. They aren't doing, you know, Vita, PS4, and PS5 versions, or even just PS4 and PS5 versions across, you know, 3 or 4 different regions like certain developers do. So I guess I can give them a little bit of credit for not going completely all in on selling to trophy whores. But, I mean, I'm just saying that I guess they could be worse is kind of what I'm saying, even though they are some of the lowest of the low when it comes to quick, easy platinums. Next up, I played Dohoran or Dojo Ran. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. This is a platformer where you play as a frog. I was hoping this game was going to be a little bit better, but it's really not because it doesn't always control correctly, and the talismans don't always save properly. Like, sometimes they save almost instantly, and sometimes you have to, like, go to another platform to make them save, so I had to replay a couple levels on this particular version. So this version took me, like, 21 minutes to do? Yeah, this version took me about 21 minutes to do. Actually, I think it took me even longer than that. It took me, like, 25 minutes to do because of that, because of the whole talisman thing. So for the platinum, you have to find a total of 5 talismans, which you find 1 per level. You have to collect a total of 150 coins, which is easily done across those first 5 levels. The apple is unmissable. You'll first run across one on the first level. The flies give you extra lives, and you can find 1 on each level. And the levels are quite short, by the way. You have to die a total of 25 times, which is pretty self-explanatory. And you have to complete 5 levels, as well as kill a slug and a bird, which is both pretty much unmissable. So kill a couple different kinds of enemies, finish 5 levels, find the talismans on all those levels, and grab some coins and die a few times. I mean, if the game played a little bit better, it would be even easier, but just, I will say the game does not play very well, unfortunately. I guess I can't be that surprised for a $5 cross-buy platinum with multiple region stacks, but I guess I was kind of hoping for a little bit more with it. I guess at least this one did require a little bit of effort compared to certain other platinum games I played that night, so I guess I can say that at least it required a little bit of effort. Let's see, so this version only took me 11 to 12 minutes, and you can certainly do it even faster than that. Like, you can do this one in under 10 minutes for sure, I have no doubt about that. Next up, we have A Year of Springs. This is a visual novel game. Of course, these are not the ways you're supposed to play visual novels, but like with all the other ones out there these days, you can pretty much text skip through everything, and with some cleverly made backup saves, you can cut down on your platinum time significantly. Now, unfortunately, both versions took me a little bit longer because both times I missed a step in the guide, and I think I missed like the exact same step both times somehow. And it caused me to miss at least one of the trophies. See if I can find it here. I think it was... Yeah, I think I missed this one. Or was it something else? Well, this version I missed like 2 trophies. The other one I only missed 1 from just not following the guide exactly. I didn't follow a video guide. I followed a text guide from like PlayStation Imports. The guide was fine. I just missed the step both times, which is embarrassing. But basically, you're just getting every single ending in the game, and you will get the Platinum Trophy. There's also a couple of miscellaneous trophies in here, I believe, but all of these are going to come along the way with getting all the different endings. This game does have a lot of trophies for one of these quick, easy visual novel games. It's a little bit differently set up in that it's like 3 independent short stories with their own sets of endings and save files, as well as an epilogue with no choices, so it's a little bit different. I guess I can say that, you know, at least it was something that was just a little bit different, and it was like hand-drawn animation, I think, which was a little bit nicer. I think it was made by Ratalaika, but, you know, I mean, I've certainly played worse than that. And then this version took me about, let's see, it was 9:56 my first. So this version took me about 11 minutes to do. Once again, it's because I missed an ending at one point, which was entirely my fault. Like I said, I think it was the same ending that I missed on the other one, or one of the same endings I missed on the other one. Not difficult at all because you can skip through the text to get through things more quickly. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It's just, it's another, you know, quick, easy platinum trophy without a whole lot of effort going into it. Again, not the way you should play visual novels, but unfortunately it's just the way things are these days with visual novels and with Ratalaika and such. Next platinum trophy I earned was Get to the Top, Breakthrough Gaming Arcade. I've never actually done a true Breakthrough Arcade game. I've just done some of these weird story ones, and I don't think I'm going to do another one. I just felt like doing one of them because I've never actually done one before, and this is one of the easiest ones. I don't know if it's the easiest one, but it is one of the easier ones. Like, I think that the space ones are easier, and there's maybe a couple other ones that are easier. But for this one, all you have to do is complete the first 9 levels of the game and die once, and that's going to get you all of your trophies. Now, normally this would be quite difficult. Actually, a lot of these Breakthrough Arcade games would actually be quite challenging at times, but many of them have some sort of exploit in the game that makes them much easier. And in this case, there is an invincibility mode that you can enable, which makes the game extremely easy and makes the platinum take about 5 minutes. So basically, jump into the game, die right at the beginning, so that's going to be your first trophy, and then just start playing the game with the cheat enabled for God mode, and you'll get through the platinum in 5 minutes. I mean, at least I only paid 99 cents for it, but like I said, I'm not going to be doing any more Breakthrough Arcade games anytime soon, because I just felt like putting in a couple because I was kind of running out of ideas for the Easy Platinum stream, so that's the only reason why I actually did a couple of them that night. I won't be doing any more of them anytime soon. I'm sure I will someday on some sort of future Platinum stream, but not anytime soon, so we're not going to give them any more time or credit at this point in time. And finally, I got started on Horizon Forbidden West. I am loving this game as well, and as we already know, it is a rather easy overall Platinum trophy because you can play on any difficulty. So if you want to do it on the story difficulty just to make things super easy on yourself, go for it. And you only have to complete like 50% of all of the side activities in the game, which is even crazier. So I'm like a level 13 or 14 right now, so working my way through those is going to take a while. These are all story-related trophies, actually everything through about, here, I believe, are story related. Yep, I think everything through that is story related, so unmissable. There are 17 story missions, but a lot of them are really, really long. I'm on like the 5th or 6th story mission, so still fairly early in that. And then we get to some side quest related trophies. These next 5 trophies are all tied to side quests or chains of side quests. I'm nearly done with I think this one for helping the Daunt. I only have like 1 side quest left on that one, but the other ones I haven't made as much progress on. You have to override the game's 6 tall necks for these 2 trophies. The tall necks are a little more complicated this time around because there are fewer of them. You have to complete all of the rebel camps. Actually, I don't think you have to complete... Or yeah, you do have to beat all the rebel camps. There's only like 6 of them though, so there's not a whole lot. The map's not, overwhelmingly large or anything like that, which is nice. Then you have the cauldrons, which I made no progress on. There's 6 of these as well. Man, there's 6 of like everything. Number of the Beast in here going on in this time in the current world. So yeah, no more comment on that, I guess. But 6 cauldrons, 2 of them are story related, 4 of them you have to go find. The hunting grounds return. There are 4 hunting grounds with 3 trials each that you can do, but you have to complete... I believe you have to get a quarter stripe on every single challenge in this. So yeah, quarter stripe in every single trial of the 12, but the quarter stripe is the lowest level ranking, and you would have to, there's pretty much no way that you can't get the quarter stripe ranking just by beating it, even if you're terrible at the game. And so far I've completed 1 hunting ground entirely with the grand stripe, or whatever the maximum rank is. You have to kill 1 of every type of machine. That's not really difficult. You have to... You have to ride a charger, bristleback, and claw strider. That's 3 of the rideable mounts in this game. So you have to ride all 3 of them, which is not particularly hard once you get the override abilities. You have to focus scan every type of machine. And shockingly, this trophy is actually missable, because there's 1 type of machine called the Spectre that only appears in some of the story missions and maybe a couple of the side missions, but there's also the final boss that only appears in the final mission during the final boss fight, and he counts. So you're going to want to have backup save before going into the final mission for sure. Then we have to glide uninterrupted for 60 seconds. That's easy. 2 quests that require a flying mount. That's easy. 2 gauntlet runs. That's not too hard. The salvage contracts for just 1 person is easy. The Rebel Outpost, there's 17 of those, and you only have to beat 4. 3 Relic Ruins of the 9, so nothing difficult there. 1 Arena Challenge set of the 5. Only 2 of the Machine Strike challenges, which is like a different version of chess. Nothing difficult there. Just 1 weapon from each class of like the 9 weapons classes. Inflict each of the 6 types of elemental damage on enemies. Only unlock and perform 3 of the game's melee combos, so you have to get more than that for the melee pits, which is another trophy. The stealth kill one is obviously super easy, so is the tearing off components. Those are both super, super easy. Picking up the 5 heavy weapons, I've found maybe like 2 so far. They're not overly common. The unlock and use the overrides, I haven't done any of the cauldrons yet, so haven't really made any progress on that. This is for the melee pits. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and I've completed 1 of them so far. So I got a ways to go on that one. Fully upgrade one of the game's like 12 Valor Surges you can purchase. Fully upgrade any 3 weapons and any 3 outfits are pretty easy. Upgrade each of those pouches at least once, again pretty easy as long as you have some supplies for it. A weapon with any 2 coils. I don't have any weapons that can hold 2 coils at the moment, but that's something I'll get later on in the game. The weapons techniques. What is this one again? Oh yeah, weapons techniques for 3 different weapon classes. I just haven't really invested any points into any of the other skill trees yet. Learned all available skills on any one of the 6 skill trees. Then complete 1 of each of the 5 like true traditional collectibles. The black boxes, well, the relic ruins aren't necessarily what you think of with that, but the black box, the survey drone, the signal tower, and beast to point are more traditional collectibles. And finally, you have to use dye flowers to dye a piece of armor. So, with this game, it has auto-pop, and I have actually been doing that. So I've been playing the PS4 version and then slowly auto-popping the PS5 version along the way. which is actually kind of nice because you have, you know, trophy tracking on here, which is kind of cool. Even though back in the old days, trophy tracking always seemed to break games, which is, well, thankfully it's not really happening anymore. At least it broke the trophies in the games. So you can see sort of the progress that I've made because I sync this up pretty much every couple of days after playing the PS4 version. So I'll be able to pop both Platinums around the same time. That'll probably be something I do on a live stream at some point for sure. It's not going to be Platinum number 600 though. I'm not intending for it to be. So we will have to see what I decide to do. Well, I mean, I know what I'm going to do for 600. I actually need to get started working on that this coming week. So let me go ahead and sync up the trophies. Alright, level 771, 40%, 22,749 total trophies, actually closing in on 23,000. 598 platinums, 3,735 golds, 6,062 silvers, 12,354 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. Obviously, Horizon Forbidden West is my major priority for this coming week. Otherwise, I might try to jump onto Vanguard and or Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't really have any other particular plans for this coming week. Now, during March though, so within like another week or two, we are planning on getting started on that last PS3 old school game, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. So when we get to that, that's going to take up a good bit of my gaming time because we're going to be boosting that probably a few nights a week. So at that point, I guess Horizon will go sort of on the back burner for a while. And at the same time, I also need to get to working on that 600th Platinum because it is going to take a while to get through. It's like a 20-hour Platinum, even though it's not overly difficult. It should be good for entering the 100 horror game area, I guess you could say. I mean, it would be really fitting for 666, but I'm not going to keep pushing it back to 666. Need to find something different for 666. I don't know what I want to do for that one. Give me suggestions in the comments if you feel like it. So yeah, for March, the plans are, you know, Vanguard, Ghost of Tsushima, and Horizon, and Battlefield. April, or no, and Resident Evil. April would be like The Division and GTA. May, Black Ops 3. June, other stuff. And so on, honestly. I don't really entirely know at this point. So, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell if you haven't already. This is a fairly long video, and I am tired. I gotta be getting to bed soon. Gotta get up. Long drive to work in the morning. So, that is going to be it, though, for this video in terms of content this week. It should be fairly, you know, normal overall. Like, it should be, you know, typical videos. Maybe get a recipe video up this week. Hopefully get one stream up this coming weekend, but we'll have to see. So, hope you guys enjoy the video, and see you for the next one.